Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by John Johnson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5. At the Cowboys 49.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
14. Right there.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the Rams 39-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Come on.
Second and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott fighting through. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. Hey, come on. 58, come on. I'm coming. Sponge. No. Joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room. 50 seconds.
Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Los Angeles.
White 20. White 5-4. Yo.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
He goes to the 180.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the 50, it's gone. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down.
Come on, 180. 54. Go your job. Check 4.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Flare. Bang, bang, bang. Nice box. Right. Check 31. Go. Check. Crash.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Back.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Rams nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Draw play, Elliott. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. You got
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Rams' 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
check 26, check 26.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
2nd and 2. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Carry now for Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
76. 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's complete to Fuller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Check, 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 check. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got
looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. They'll set up to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. You're out. Kill, kill, turn up. Check, 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 check.
Now back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Whip, 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 whip.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Cut. 180. Here we go. Right. He's tight right.
Goff on third down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Elliott a first down and more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check three, check three, check three. Slam, slam, slam.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the double. Go 50 extra right. Watch the screen. Go. Watch the screen. Share. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2nd and 6. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he coughed it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. From from the gun. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The kick by Parkey is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. Let's go. Check 24. Watch that. Check 3.
2nd and 4. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here I come. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Yeah. You don't say more. Spurs. Set. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shoot. Check 99.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
To Brandon Cooks. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Back to throw. Gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. Check 31.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 9 now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Davis. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Slam.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 13, check 13. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check, check, check. Over. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Now gone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, baby.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Super. 54. Hey, box truck. I got one. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
First throw in overtime for gone. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know you felt that one. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, I-7. 54 Mike.
Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Hey, lift.
Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
25, check 25.
Throwing again is gone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Check. Check 26, check 26.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun again to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 33-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for the Cowboys, the great run they've been on continues as they